With that said, I want to dive into what we refer to as the Whissel widget of the week. This is something we utilize in our business. It saves us time, makes us more money, or just helps us have more fun. What do you got for us today?
This one is kind of a throwback to one. I'm sure I've done it before, but then they took it away from us. And so one of the things that we do that's unique from a lot of people, and I think is actually it's a pretty simple thing to do, but it's actually I think a pretty big value add. Is we do a floor plan of every property we photograph. This does a couple things. One, it sets us apart because a lot of people are not doing this. But two, I think it really helps the potential buyers visualize kind of the space where things are going, and really helps kind of put pieces together for the photos. I think we do a good job of showing, okay, we're in the kitchen, now we're in the living room, and kind of walking through it. But still, sometimes it can get confusing, especially with multiple layers. Zillow is now offering this again for free. They were doing this about a year ago. We did it for a while. We integrated it into our system. The thing that I really like about it is in the floor plan, you can actually click on little dots and it'll show you the scan of that room. So again, even better immersive experience of, oh, what does the kitchen look like? You can click on the kitchen and then you're in a scan in the kitchen. They did that, and then their turnaround times got worse and worse and worse. It started at 24 hours and it got to 2 weeks to a month plus sometimes, which was obviously absurd. So they canceled the program. We went back to utilizing I Spy, which is another company. We upload the images and we make the 3D tours. Zillow has now come back to offer it again. They say they're expecting 24 to 48 hour turnaround time. And so we're testing it out again, but it's free. It takes our photographers probably 5 or 10 minutes, probably 10 minutes max, depending on the house. And I think it not only does it offer something unique because we have the floor plan, but on Zillow specifically, it adds a lot more value to the 3D walkthrough. It's going to have people stay there longer. And we're seeing literally thousands of minutes of people walking through the house on the 3D tour. I think this is only going to increase the time that they spend there. So the Zillow floor plan, I think they call it the Zillow 3D homes, is how you do that. And typically photographers will do it and they'll charge you $100 to $200 to do it. Or you can buy a camera for $300 and do it for yourself in 10 minutes. So that's my widget of this week, is the Zillow floor plan is back.
Nice.
Oh, you can also use your phone, but I think that's probably going to take a lot more time, and that's going to be annoying. I would just buy the camera.
All right. So the one that I have, as I'm driving around these days, I'm noticing there's way more open houses than there has been, because y'all got lazy. Y'all forgot that you actually have to work to market these listings because it was so easy for a long time. And so a lot of people went away from doing open houses. But now you're realizing if you don't do open houses, your sellers are going to fire you because they feel like you're not doing anything for them. So I just want to give a little tip that has helped me out a lot when I do open houses. And it's using these guys right here. These are Bluetooth speakers made by a company called Ultimate Ears, or UE. These are called the Boom Speaker. And I have 3 of these speakers. And the reason I like these speakers over any of the other Bluetooth speakers out there is that all 3 of these can be paired together to play the same music at the same time. And I've demoed this against the other brands that also do this, and I found that the range on these UEs is significantly better than JBL and some of the other brands out there. And so what I do when I have an open house is I typically will have 1 speaker downstairs, 1 speaker upstairs, and 1 speaker outside. So that way there's music throughout the entire house. And that just creates a very different environment than a lot of the open houses you walk into where there's no sound. I mean, there's not even lights on. Like, I went to one the other day, like the agent had ordered McDonald's from DoorDash. That was sitting by the front door. There was like most of the lights in the house weren't on. It was just awkward, right? Like, you want this to be an environment. Like when somebody walks into your open house, you want them to remember it. And so having music playing throughout the house is huge. And being able to do this via Bluetooth, have it in multi-room. And then you can have different volume levels in the different rooms too, which is super helpful.
How much is each speaker?
I don't know. I'm cheap, so I wait for them to go on sale. So I think I paid like somewhere between $50 and $100 per speaker.
and they look like a water bottle, like a disposable water bottle of about that size.
Yeah, they're the size of like a standard water bottle, like a 16-ounce water bottle.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's 3 of them, and then again, they all pair up together. They can have different volume levels, and in most houses, even in bigger houses, you're obviously going to be strategic where you try to stack them close to each other, not one at the front of the house upstairs and then one at the back of the house downstairs. Like, probably not going to get that range going through all those walls, but we try to be strategic and have one down, one directly above it, one outside. And most houses we can get plenty of sound throughout, and with 3 little speakers, it feels like you have a whole house audio system.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, it just enhances the experience when somebody comes in your open house. Just be smart about the music you play. Don't play stuff with cuss words. You're gonna piss people off. And then play music that's gonna be relevant to the target buyer. So in different parts of San Diego, like, country is big in some parts of San Diego and is foreign to other parts of San Diego. So, if I'm by the coast, I'm going to play different music than if I'm inland where there's some ranch type properties. So just, play the right type of music for the audience that you're attracting into that house.
Man, I feel like that could have been a whole episode. That was good. I liked yours.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys got a lot of value out of the show today. I'm Kyle Whissel with eXp Realty. I want to thank you for watching.
I'm Bryan Kochi.
We'll see you next week.
Later.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.